YouTube faithful, what's going on? My name's Captain Crush. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm gonna go over at least 2 must plays you need to have in your contest today on PrizePicks, and maybe even some other books too. Oh yeah, we got some exciting news from Chalkboard, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, 2-game NBA slate, 1-game NFL primetime slate. We're gonna mix, we're gonna match, we're gonna mesh, and hopefully we crush. Without further ado, let's break this puppy down. Quick little recap of yesterday. Yesterday was hit and miss on this YouTube channel. All you had to do was watch this YouTube channel and you could have went 5 of 5 or even 6 of 6. I got plenty of messages last night on my Twitter from the YouTube faithful that were able to do that and just did that, and they got 10x, 25x, a couple of 2x's, but it was real easy. It was Tobias Harris, Miles Turner, Chet Holmgren, Kyle Kuzma, Gordon Hayward, and then any one of the 3 from Denver, just like I said. Nikola Jokic fantasy, Porter fantasy, and Aaron Gordon fantasy. Check, check, check. They all crushed. Cash it, wash it, thank you, bam. Did I just say bam? I meant to say bang. But the fact is this, even though with all those good hits, because it was a 14-game slate, they're still in my own personal stuff, my Discord, I had a lot wrong because players just didn't show up. A lot of reboots last night. Joel Embiid's PRA, I loved it. It was literally chalk. Jaylen Brown's points before the 2 bumps, chalk. Desmond Bane didn't show up, chalk. But in the end, got a lot right, got a few things wrong. But like always, we move on to today. This thing is this, whenever you have those 14-game slates, I got to get better at it myself in my own process. I try to fade all the stuff on there because there's so much stuff to like. It's impossible not to like everything you see, but we got to get better at just focusing on what we know to be true. Like Aaron Gordon yesterday, that was just a premier play, and we got to hop on it and stay on it until it forces us off. It's a wagon. So let's talk about today. What do we got? Well, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Magic. Both of these teams are mid. The Hawks do play at a fast pace, so it's going to be a bump up spot for your Orlando Magic. So I want to target a player at least from the Hawks and maybe from the Magic, okay? The first guy I'm going to talk about, Clint Capella, 26 fantasy score, more. If you go over to his first half, I think they have it put out, yes? 13 first half for Clint Capella. It's been a wagon. Absolutely. This will probably be one of my core plays. Either one of these, his first half or his full game, he tends to hit the first half more often than not, but he's been hitting his full game too. 26 is just too low. Flash on over to the handy dandy notepad, and I got him at 1.18 fantasy points per minute. I got him projected for a cool crispy 30 fantasy points and an 18% usage rate. Yo, Cap, I hear you talking about usage rate. What in God's name is a usage rate? Buddy, that's every time the player touches the ball. The way they quantify it is called a usage rate. You're welcome. So the big man Clint, the guy with that weird patch of blonde in his hair, either one of these two is going to be par for the course, and you must have it in your slip. You can choose. You have to decide, but one of the two, buddy, I'm telling you. And I will say this, my man Onyeka Okongwu, he plays back up to Clint Capella, same game environment, and I think he can go off tonight too. As of now, right now, 11 a.m., there's no props for Mr. Okongwu on the board, but when they put that point prop and rebound prop, you, the viewer, you get on that point rebound, you get on that point, you get on it. Pause. You get on it. Okay, you hear what I'm telling you? Find it and get on it, because Onyeka crushes. That's what he does. By the way, there's no Wendell Carter Jr. for the Orlando Magic. So that means Capella and Onyeka should have their way with Mr. Bitazdi, the backup center that's filling in over in Orlando. I ain't interested in him. He should get wrecked tonight, God willing. Pause. Let's keep it moving. Let's go back over to the full game NBA and see what we can cook. All right, so let's talk about your Milwaukee Bucks for a second. Both of these teams are on a back-to-back. The Pacers play at an extremely high fast pace, and they also play very little defense. That automatically knows you can target either Dame Lillard, Giannis, any of those guys would be preferred. I don't think I would go anywhere else with the Bucks. If you want to take a shot on Dame Lillard's points at 25, he went off last night. My God, 34 points. But if I was going to target anyone from the Bucks, it would probably be Dame Lillard or Giannis. My favorite's going to be Giannis's rebounds over here at 11.5 is solid. But here's the deal, and I'm going to use this to segue in. Chalkboard over here, as you can see, I got it at 10.5. Now, how did I do that? They are now letting you pick alternate lines on Chalkboard. This is huge. Like any other sports book, DraftKings, FanDuel, you can bet alternative lines. But if you live in a podunk poverty state like me, they don't let you use DraftKings and FanDuel's in the books like that. So we got to use PrizePicks in a lot of them. So now we can use chalkboard. You can put in alternate lines. And these are the 3 that I got. All of these are alternate lines. Now you pay the juice, the minus 150s, the minus 180s, the minus 210, all that juice. But it's fine. If you keep it to 2 and 3 legs, you can literally build a little bankroll slowly but effectively if the alt lines hit. It's not guaranteed that they're going to hit. It's still gambling. But you can take an alternate line that's more likely to hit and you just pay a premium on it. Again, that's chalkboard. Use promo code CRUSH. Links in the description. Send me a screenshot. I'll give you 30 free days of the cord, but they'll also match your first deposit up to 100. Get on there. You're doing yourself a favor and tell them Crush sent you. You're welcome. So you can dabble with Giannis's rebounds. I'm not high on it at 11.5, but I will my hat in the ring at 10.5. You can bet your bottom dollar. So now let's talk about who I really wanted to talk about over here, and that's going to be Tyrese Halliburton. Oh my, Tyrese. I had him at 44.5, and then bang, right when I hit submit, I said bang, they bumped him to 45.5. You hate to see it, but I still like it because I got him going for 46 in the old model, okay? 46 fantasy points. He's at 45.5. It's going to be a sweat. It's going to be close. If you can't stomach the 45.5 total fantasy, slide on over here to points and you can go to 21.5 points. Guards do well against Milwaukee Bucks. It's a thing. It's a trend. We want to get on it early. So go ahead and target Mr. Tyrese. Whatever you want to choose is dealer's choice. And the last person I'm going to talk about is going to be Miles Turner. My, oh my, it was Miles Turner season last night. He cashed. He cashed for us. Bang, 38 fantasy points. Okay, now he should play a full 4 quarters here unless the Bucks blow them out, but it's a decently close spread. So Miles Turner, he's always in play. Brook Lopez? Nah, I ain't buying it. Lopez ain't going to stop Miles Turner from imposing his will. So if you want to take a shot on Mr. Turner, he's a wagon. He's in play. Can he sell? Absolutely. Is water wet? So now let's flip on over here to the NFL. And while we're over here, you're going to see the value those chalkboard alternate lines provide. Because let's go over here to Mr. Mooney, who I got at 28.5 on PrizePicks today. And then I posted it 28.5 for the Discord Dub Club members. And then they bumped it to 30.5. Some of you may not think a 2-yard bump means anything, but guess what? It does. It absolutely means something. It's crazy how much it means, but I still think it's okay at 30.5. But like I said on chalkboard, like I showed you earlier, I got him at 19.5 there, taking the alternate line. So you can still take a shot on Darnell Mooney at 30.5 receiving yards. I don't love it. I did love it at 28.5. Now I like it. I don't love it. Okay, so that's something there. But the 2 main ones that I'm gonna discuss here is going to be pretty obvious. I mean, you should see this coming. This is another one that I got posted early for my Dub Club, but they got it bumped now to 59. He was at 56.5. Deontay Foreman's going to be leading the backfield for the Chicago Bears tonight. They're playing at home. Carolina is literally in the top 3 bottom rung of yards allowed per game to running backs. It's Cardinals, Bears, Broncos, those 3. What do all those 3 teams have in common? They stink, okay? So the game script favors the running backs. On top of that, their front lines can get shredded. So Deontay Foreman, he's coming into this game with a chip on his shoulder. They got rid of him. They moved him. Now he's him. Now he's the man. Is he? We'll find out tonight. I think he gets in the box. I don't know if he's going to get 60 rush yards, but let me show you something right quick. All right, so I do these projections for the NFL, all the games, Sunday, Monday, whatever, it's there. I do projections. I run them through a simulator. All right, so you can go here. Deontay Foreman, I got him for 18.5 rush attempts. I got him going for 100 rushing yards and 15 fantasy points. So knowing that situation and the fact that he has the revenge narrative and that they're the bottom 3 in the matchup, everything lines up. It's almost too perfect of a spot, which is the only reservation I have. But even with the bump, I'm still going to take more. And I hope Foreman walks out into that field in Chicago. It's going to be a cold night in Chicago, and I hope he runs it down their throat. And why do I hope he runs it down their throat? Pause. Because I want the other side to have to be forcing to throw, and I want the benefactor to be Adam Thielen. 68.5 receiving yards. Is that where we're going? Well, you could go with that if you wanted to. It was at 70. They bumped it down to 68.5, made it more reasonable. If you want to go with the yards, sure, I won't tell you not to. But where I'm going, where my coin is, Captain's coin, 6.5 receptions, more. That is what I like. These are my 2 favorite plays right here for the NFL tonight. Obviously, I have others, and that's for my Discord members, which if you want to get involved over there, you can go to CaptainCrush.net. Like always, boys, I'm plugging myself. You can go to the gold package. Bang, there it is. And this is what you're paying for. Do I give a list of props? Sure. Every single day. I haven't missed a day. Anyone in my court can tell you I've given it all summer, everything, every day. Okay? Hit rate 56 to 57% on a good day. Sometimes sweep, sometimes less. It all evens out in the wash. But what you're paying me for, what you're charged for, is the live stream and answers to questions and access. Okay? I answer as many questions as I can, but more importantly, I do a live stream every single day where I give you guys in-depth analysis with projections, models, all that stuff, answer your questions. We build slips together, and that stuff takes time. And because it takes time, it's a service I provide, so that's why I charge a fee, just like you would. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. So now, that is that, my friends. So you have the 2 NBA, you got the 2 NFL, and I got a bunch more that I like, but I'm going to save that. If you're in my Discord, which a bunch of you are because you're faithful and you support your boy, we will be on live stream today, and I better see you guys there. Eventually, I'm going to get back on TikTok and do the community live streams there. I just don't know when, because TikTok app is so hit and miss with as far as you mention anything about PrizePicks or anything and they can ban you in a hot minute. It's crazy. But I wanted to go ahead and get this out there for you guys because I appreciate each and every single one of you. But what I really would appreciate is if the YouTube faithful smash that like button like your life depended on it, buddy, because every time you guys hit that like button, it helps me out. For whatever reason, YouTube's algorithm is so base dependent on that little thumbs up like button. It spreads it out into the masses, and I appreciate you guys doing that. Listen, good luck tonight in all your contests because it's going to be an off night. 2 games for the NBA, 1 NFL game. Play light. Tomorrow, it's Flex Friday, baby, and you know we'll go hard for Flex Friday. Pause. Here's the salute. Good luck, and as always, let's crush.